Clarification right now. Okay, I have clarification. MVP of the Call of Duty Warzone tournament here at the Esports World Cup is zSmit! zSmit, that's also an additional $10,000 in your back pocket, my friend. Is that cool?
I did not know that. I mean, I wasn't playing for it. I told these guys the other day, man, if I sit there, I had a game with 1 kill and 5,000 damage. I said, you know, I just want to win. I want that trophy, and I mean, I couldn't get this without these guys next to me.
Players are getting ready to dive on in from the sky. Plane lines going from the northwest down towards the south. Things could start getting a little bit mixy here off the drop. Open up that control center side because, well, look who has now made their way to that control center dock. It is going to be XO, and for Twisted Minds, they've flexed on up from Factory. Smitty, he's hoping to be able to come online here. He's able to find Rated. Will hop from G1 to G2 and is trying to make sure that nobody is there for the trade. So it's an easy cleanup, and I like what Twisted Minds is doing. It feels like they focus through these couple first games of moving from Factory and trying to either move up to Harbor or down to living quarters, but for now it's pushing on up to headquarters.
I fully agree. They're drawing a bit of a line in the up. It could be an important kill later on. Anyway, over to the Falcons, who've started to move up this southern shoreline towards Harbor, surrounded by 2 members of Twisted Minds, and Smitty will shoot you in the back. Soka, you're in trouble. And, well, Soka can shoot some of the best in the world, but so can a young man named zSmit. So you regain control of this shoreline. You will have players rotating on over, though, from AG Global. You've also got a little bit of company from the Falcons, and Leviathan trying to regain on this side of the map as well. So it's getting very busy over by Factory. And if you are that 100 Thieves teammates set up in control center, you're very worried about losing him at the moment like this, potentially an overstray.
Yeah, but on the other side of the map, Twisted Minds, they went crazy in the kill feed, finding so many kills on the Leviathan. You can see the Falcons, they're starting to move on up, and, well, Rated from AGAL is just trying to make his way back to G1. Already feeling fantastic right now, all with some shots out of the sky. Yet again, you find a Lays here, Clumsy, flying in towards the boat as you are just looking to go ahead and farm right now if you are the Twisted Mind. Himself on the front line. Falcons trying to do something new here in map number 5, trying to fight their way up the leaderboard, but it's still just not enough. I think they're maybe starting to feel the competition, starting to feel the pressure that some of these other squads are bringing.
And there is nothing but layer cake action here at Factory. To quote our good friend, Grandmaster Goj. Gentlemen, will be a part of this, so will Virtus Pro. You can see kills coming in from Twisted Minds onto AG Global. And look at this, layer upon layer of teams waiting to activate, waiting to strike. Gonna let everybody else fight first and hope to third party a couple of situations. Maybe find yourself some freebies. You want bodies going into the end fights. You want to be the ones to come out on top in the trades. Can you pull yourself off? It looks like he has. Standing back up here, but FaZe will be in school, and Twisted Minds have the rooftop to try and shut this down.
Hollow, he gets taken on out. FaZe, they're trying to play from this other side. Can you take the rooftop of school here into our top 3 as Clumsy trying to play alongside the other 2 players, looking around on the outside, trying to be able to maybe find an angle on these players on the top. Hollow finally gets taken up from Gentlemate. It brings us down into a 3v3. Twisted Minds versus FaZe. zSmit, he's gonna be the first one to drop on down, but it's a huge wrap. Twisted Minds, they make the first rotation over to school. They hold down the positioning and they activate when they need to. Aiden, you can see he is always a ball of energy. He is the light of the Warzone scene, and in those final moments, he comes online. The fans in the arena are going crazy right now, and that could be the type of game that puts Twisted Minds hot on the heels of Virtus Pro. To map number 10, it is a marathon, not a sprint, and let's see who still has gas in the tank. Love between these 2 squads. We know this is a contest that has been happening for a while, and, well, for the Gentlemates, for them to be able to get that win over Team Vision, that's going to give them a lot of runway here in this map.
Taking a look at the lay of the land, and for Twisted Minds, you've pushed forward from Factory towards headquarters, recognizing the zone's going to pull more towards the north than you would have liked, so you're going to have to get on this quite early. Smith, well, the jump is interesting, but you do make it happen. You hit the crossing, and also Aiden finds Rockstar as well, so you can find yet more purchase than Jawad, who's tucked himself inside the doorway. It will make you feel quite comfortable. There is one EVOS player in the tower above you, like there's going to be Rockstar, but otherwise Twisted Minds feeling comfortable as they move forward. The Falcons, they're squeezing up towards Control Center belonging to the Thieves. Gentlemate's comfortable in Bio, VP comfortable in Chem.
I kind of like this right now from, of course, Twisted Minds, because I think they realize if they can take out this player in the tower, it's going to let them, I think, play up from this factory side in through headquarters and prison. Just so much easier. You can see the nades through this trap.
But there will be Virtus Pro finding a bit of purchase into them as well as they try and patrol the edge of that circle and move in with it.
Well, look where Twisted Minds has moved on up to the zone. It's going to pull them out of factory, so they decide to play in through prison side. They're going to hold this bottom area, but we have a lot of teams who are floating around here. Robstar doesn't get found on out. Almond throws a couple warning shots down range. Utility box will let them be able to secure a couple more thermites, a couple more smokes that you might be looking for to try and push on through. For a team like Twisted Minds, they don't have to take any of these fights. They can manage to just dive them if they need to. And it looks like the tunnel is going to be their option. But look who's moving on up. It's AGAL. I thought the AGAL may be able to hit the timing, but it's a couple of thermites. It will back down some of the members with the burn. It comes on out. Twisted Minds, can you slide on through here? Scum, and he's going to slide on out. He's trying to be able to play his life, but look who's surging on forward. It is Aiden. He brings down Scummin. He brings down Rated. He takes another team off the board as they are looking to waltz their way to a victory on match point.
When we talk about death ball, ladies and gentlemen, that is how that plays out. Nice and close and personal. Dongi, by the way, peeled off by Prodigy. So Virtus Pro will be down a man, looking to make this next rotation over from Prison.
Minds, they want to just go ahead, hold this tunnel. If the Falcons are not careful, they could find themselves directly in the line of sight of not only Twisted Minds, but also 100 Thieves. Echo, Team Vision, they're on the other side in a battle against EXO Esports.
zSmit just going to watch the back line, then turn his attention forward once that gas is finished coming on in. 100 Thieves going to lock themselves down around the shack, not having to worry about any pressure from the backside. Falcon's going to have to flood forward at some point. Circle's going to drag hard towards them, though, so all about these fights in the open territory.
I mean, Falcons, Twisted Minds, Thieves, they're in great position right now. No matter where this is going to go ahead and pull. EXO Esports taking on out. Team Vision, they are the only team not on match point here, ladies and gentlemen. They have an opportunity to put us to one more game, but it's 3 out of our 4 squads. They are here. Hops on out. He's going to be able to get the revive, but the self-revives on top of control are coming on in. Gabe sighting on up, begging anybody to peek a shoulder. Team Vision, they're looking at control as well. They can't manage to see anybody of 100 Thieves. But the zone will finally pull on over towards the edge.
You managed to get a resist through. Look at them. Allman just manages to get Smitty and Aiden up. Can you stand, though, before that circle starts to squeeze? It's the last one. Thieves have 2, Vision have 3, and you're up high for the Twisted Minds.
Lennon, he's been able to find Almond, but everybody just sticking with each other, just huddling for warmth, trying to keep their tournament alive. Echo and Lennon, they're going to move on the outside, but zSmit, he pops on up. He finds Lennon. The knock is there. He's continuing to try and find Echo. The bullets going through the truck. 100 Thieves, they're still alive below. A Molotov will finally be able to bring down Echo. Lennon, he is finished. We are about to come down to our final 2 teams as Faith the kill goes huge. Almond jumps on down. Twisted Minds! They do it to the very end. It was patience all the way through. It will reap them their reward. Our motto this year, Enigma, is rise above all. They couldn't do it last year, and when the competition was greatest, the Twisted Minds were able to rise above their competition and secure a match point victory.
The celebrations ripple out up on the stage, but also in the crowd. The hometown org and Miss Sweets cheering her partner on to Esports World Cup glory. Smitty, Almond and Aiden, who for so long so many have questioned, do you want to be up on that stage? After everything you've achieved, after everything you've done, it would be fair to walk away into the wind and saddle off in retirement. But no, he will stand atop the stage of glory, above so many and over the top of the dynasty.
It's not too far down the boulevard. You see their mascot in just grandeur, the Twisted Minds. They came into this year wanting to make a statement. They made this roster change from last year. They had to bring in the IGL Almond, and he is a big part of their success. Aiden, we had some question marks on his ability to commit, saying, do you still have it in you to be a top-tier competitor? And man, I might cry on this broadcast for zSmit, dude, because that kid deserves the world.
He really, really does. A true gentleman at heart and the most incredible competitor out there. But alongside Almond and Aiden, they have risen to the top step in Saudi Arabia.
And you talk about how much it has been earned through grit, determination, and quite frankly, damn well disbelief. They looked off pace day one. They've had to figure things out not just through this year, not just getting into Saudi Arabia, but through this damn competition, and they have done so.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and check in with Barney on the stage with Twisted Minds.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new champion of Call of Duty Warzone here at the Esports World Cup. We found the most dominant, the most impactful team. Congratulations, gentlemen. Now, you know, emotions are running high right now, I can imagine. There's a lot going on right now in your minds. So this is going to be the fun bit. We're going to do the fun bit right now, okay? First and foremost, I would like to invite our keymaster, Dominic, to the main stage. He's on your right. Aiden, that is your key. I want you to hold on to that right now. Congratulations, show it to the camera. That is your key, your champion key. Hold on to that for now, okay? Hold on to that, okay. I think I know what you guys must know what's about to happen. So let's just, you know, crack on, shall we? Smit, I want you to turn the key and I want you to turn the engines on right here of our brilliant Crusher. Let's go. The engines are on, you can feel it. Okay, Almond, it's time to flick the switch, my friends. Let's open up the iris. Take a look inside. You'll see all the menacing teeth of our incredible Crusher right here. And here we go, Aiden. It's about that time. In 3, 2, 1, send him down and hold it. Clean! Smit, how did that feel?
It feels amazing, man. We were due.
You were due indeed. Okay, there's something to do right now, isn't there? All of your opponent's keys have now been crushed in our awesome Crusher. There's only one thing. Take that key, go and rise up to your trophy, put it in the center, and raise it for the world to see as champions. Congratulations, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, your Call of Duty Warzone champions at the 2025 Esports World Cup, Twisted Minds! Gentlemen, that has got to have felt good. I know you thought you got rid of me, but I'm back. Smit, try to put into words how you're feeling right now, buddy.
I don't know if that's possible right now, but all I know is this is the most clutch team I think I've ever played with. I mean, it's always the last game, man, and that's been our mojo for the past 3 months, every single tournament. It always comes down to the last game, and we always pull it out.
You do indeed. Some of the analysts were even saying in the closing moments of that game that if anyone deserves it, you do, man. Is it nice to hear that?
Yeah, man. I mean, this is your goal. You start playing 5 years ago to win on the big stage. That's what you want to do.
Yes, you do indeed. I'm going to come round and try not to fall over here on the stage because it's pretty slippy. Aiden, you hear the fans echoing through the arena online. They're going to be lighting up all of your socials. You know it. Aiden, you can even hear it right now. Is there anything that you'd like to say to them, buddy? Because, yeah, what a day, eh?
Listen, I'm just appreciative to be here, to be able to play games for a living and, you know, just have people in the stands watching and rooting on. Shout out to Twisted and just shout out to everyone here, because without y'all, this is not possible without you guys. So thank you for making this event. It was. Shout out to my lady that's here and my family watching at home. They have a watch party going on. And it's my first LAN win ever, and you know, this means a lot to me. So I'm just very appreciative to be here.
Let's not also forget that along with the incredible trophy, there's a lion's share of $1 million, my friend. How's that feel?
Amazing, man. I don't even know what to say. It still doesn't feel real.
Oh man, it must be such an incredible feeling. You know what? I've got a very special guest that's just joined us up here as well. It is, of course, Dominic with our MVP award. I'm gonna get clarification right now. Okay, I have clarification. MVP of the Call of Duty Warzone tournament here at the Esports World Cup is zSmit! zSmit, that's also an additional $10,000 in your back pocket, my friend. Is that cool?
I did not know that. I mean, I wasn't playing for it. I told these guys the other day, man, if I sit there, I had a game with 1 kill and 5,000 damage. I said, you know, I just want to win. I want that trophy, and I mean, I couldn't get this without these guys next to me.
Guys, you're an awesome unit. Congratulations once again. So, this next one, this is for the fans, okay? So, I'm going to exit stage left, and when I'm gone, I'm going to announce your team, and I want you to lift that trophy up one more time for everyone here in the arena. And so, one more time, ladies and gentlemen, your Call of Duty Warzone champions at the 2025 Esports World Cup, Twisted Minds!
What a moment for Twisted Mind fans around the world, for Aiden's stream, for everyone who has been watching zSmit and Allman since the beginning of their Warzone career. All three of these gentlemen were on the podium, but they fell short of their goal in 2024. Now that goal is accomplished, and what a way to do it with 5 teams on match point. Twisted Minds clutching at the end.
It feels so good to see Aiden up there as a champion, and the reason why I've been watching him throughout the entirety of his competitive career. In fact, I actually did his first ever official interview. For this to be his first LAN event and for me to look at it and be on this very desk, it's a special moment for me. Not only is he a great person, but so is his entire family, his dad being a veteran himself. I mean, look, these guys worked hard. They fought tooth and nail, and they are your champions for a reason.
Dream, last year we saw Allman with Fnatic. We followed them throughout the level up story. He fell short, coming back stronger in Turquoise this year.
It came down to one engagement with the Falcons on top of the headquarters, and I think, you know, they were kicking themselves in the feet for not winning that. But here today, seeing Ben win it, and of course, stepping up in that IGL role for the squad, it fits them perfectly. And for Aiden and zSmit, right, they always were unlucky number 3, but now with Allman, they're unlucky number 1. You gotta love to see that dub.
And for zSmit, our MVP, well deserved. He mentioned it. I had 1 kill, 5,000 damage. We witness that every time we go to his screen. The man is always in position to lay down that damage. He made Dandro cry tonight.
It's well deserved, I think, for all 3 of these guys. Smit, of course, on top of that, but literally this MVP could have gone to anybody.
Yes.
We talked about it halfway through this grand final. All